Yes.
It is Friday. Happy Friday. We have made it through another week. We made it. Made it. I am your host, Shakara Monique. Welcome to another episode of Nothing Else to Do. We are in season 3, y'all. Season 3, episode 2. What's up to Makai, who is always the first to check in? Thank you, Makai. What's up? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Thank you for tagging all the folks. I see Christina is also chiming in and she tagging folks. Thank you, boo. We are ready to go. Miss Trinity is in the building. She is excited.
Yo.
So, let's go ahead and get this started. As I said, I am your host, Shakara Monique. I am a singer, songer, actress, entrepreneur, creative, host, all the things. I do everything, and I do it well. All right. And so let's go ahead. Hey, come on. I had to go ahead and put that out there. And so let's go ahead and keep it. I am here, Desi. Let's keep it going with my girl, She Flow.
What's up, y'all? I'm She Flows. Currently, more so known as my actual name, Rashawn. I will get back to rapping at some point in my life, but right now, I'm a barber. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I still like to do my creative points with the photography and videography. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now and staying focused and preparing for this holiday weekend. Hey.
Come on, holiday.
Wow. As usual, hard to follow behind. Local area percussionist and music snob and the guy who's always at work. So I'm tired today. And I do everything well, too, after a nap.
I'm about that nap life.
Hey,
come on, that nap is a beautiful thing.
Are you gonna officially pass
I'm sorry.
down?
I'm gonna pass the hold on, let me drop the pen, see if you catch it.
I got it. I was slow. I got it.
Okay. All right.
It changed color because it's a special kind of pin. So, y'all mind your business. Anyway, my name is Kyla Simone. I'm a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and an all-around creative. And I just like to have fun. And I love our show. And I hope that you will too. So please definitely enjoy and come again.
Woo-hoo.
Come again.
What's going on, everybody? This is the author James, and if you're looking for me on Instagram, my handle is right here at Make Me The Arthur. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer, videographer. I'm just an all-around creative, and I love life, and that's all I have for you.
He added stuff. I don't remember all them stuff, but okay. he added stuff to his resume since he's been here.
All of those things.
And we will. Hey, welcome.
Yo.
And so now we are going to introduce our special guest, sir. Let the people know who you are.
How you guys doing? I go by the name of Selah, but if you do want to follow me,
Who's
There
love?
we go. Yeah, it's right there. It's Selah V. Um, I'm an artist, but before anything, I'm really just a human being. Just trying to live this thing out that we call life, and just find myself along the way. So yeah.
Nice.
Aren't we all? Aren't we
Yeah.
all?
I thought he was gonna say I'm a man before I was an
I'm a
artist.
man. Nah, I am a man.
That'll be good. I am a boy.
Hey, Samanya.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yo.
Those who are checking in, thank you so much for checking in. Please tap in, tag a friend, tag the people, let them know that we
Sure.
are on and we are live and we are in here with our special guest, Selah. Let me get see if I can get all my stuff together. So for those who don't know, but if you can guess and you pay attention, he is related to TJ. He is his younger brother.
Yes.
So we have I've met him a few times and had the honor of hearing him perform a couple of times as well. So we had to have him on the show. That only made sense, right? So before we talk about some of your music, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are? Who was young? I won't call you by your real name. I won't call you by your rap name because you wasn't a rapper back then. But who was young Kari growing up? Who was that guy?
I was very observant. I watched everything around me, from strangers to family members. Um, I really had the opportunity being younger, and also being a younger brother,
Uh,
to
didn't mean to
be
do
able to
that.
kind of watch, certain things play out, and kind of be like, hey, I want to do that, or nah, I'm not going to do that, So younger me was, very observant, very quiet. Um, I had a lot of thoughts, but I don't know. For me, it was always, I tried to watch what I said before I spoke about it. So yeah, younger me was a, what other people would call, kind of like an outcast. Standoffish at times. Different things like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, that makes
Are
me
you
sound like I'm a
introverted?
little like
Yeah. No, we're gonna fact check you real quick.
yeah.
Okay,
Are
TJ.
you hold up? Are
Right,
you
TJ.
introverted?
I am. I definitely
You
am.
Throw
are.
me under the bus.
Okay, because what you're saying makes sense to me because I'm introverted, so I get it.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely have moments where I excel on a social level. But I don't want to say that I'm extroverted just because I feel like that's something that you just enjoy doing. For me, it's always been in spurts. So I more relate to an introvert.
I see that. You're definitely a lot calmer version of TJ.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm a calm
for
person,
all
man.
intents and purposes, I just be doing me, chilling.
How does that translate into your artistry? Like, do you find yourself being more of an introverted artist, or do you feel like you put on like you're able to sort of take on what is Beyonce? She has like a
A
alter
persona.
ego.
Yeah, the alter
Yeah.
ego.
A demon, inner demon.
Inner demon.
Whoa,
Uh
come
oh.
on,
The
Vic.
beehive. Bzzz, they
Let's
about to
not
get
do
you.
Right.
that.
Too deep.
Vic,
Too deep.
I
get out
mean,
of
I
here.
Too
mean,
early.
well, you know what I meant.
No,
No, I get you.
let's.
I
Determination.
get you.
We don't.
Determination. I mispronounced that word. Excuse me.
She
Determination.
called her Sasha Fierce. I think that's what she went by.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I feel like there have been times when it's been easy to kind of wear that mask and be a little bit exaggerated, with things. But if I had to be honest, as of late in the way that I've taken my artistry, it's kind of hard to say certain things, that I would like to say, because of the way that I think people will perceive it, and that's also been something of a journey for me, which I'm grateful for that music has brought to me. Just being able to accept myself, um, my rights and my wrongs, and just more so pour out myself without thinking about like, oh, how people going to think of me. So at times it's definitely been hard. It's definitely been hard to do that. But I think as to be an artist, you have to be vulnerable. You have to be able to break down that wall so that way other people can know who you are and feel you. Because there's a lot of things that are left unsaid.
Is it like cancel culture that like causes that? Like, and then where is
Mm,
the like that causes us to be as artists more self-conscious or nervous about these things? And then where's like, I guess, how do we find balance or draw the line where that's concerned rather than because I see cancel culture as bullying, to be honest. I think that people take it to a
mm,
bullying level, and there has to be a line drawn where you can really honestly just be yourself. And it's like you like it or you don't like it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And I agree with you. I think that cancel culture definitely plays a factor in, the reason why people or myself, because I can only speak for myself, why I don't address certain things in my artistry or I just keep certain things, just tucked away. Because cancel culture is real, and it just leads back into what I was talking about just kind of accepting yourself, because at the end of the day all cancel culture is society, what society deems as normal or what a person should be doing. And if once you go against that, it's like, oh well, bump you, forget you, and I think that it's just something that we kind of have to accept as artists, that some will, some won't, so what, you got to be able to push past that fear of people not liking what you have to say.
Mm.
So but it does play a huge factor in artistry, and I think it's the reason why music is the way that it is now.
So, what made you decide to go into music?
Was a poet. Me and my brother, we both did poetry, and after a while, I just kind of like fell out of it, just because falling into things that I thought I should be doing to be popular, or thought I would just should be doing because oh my friends are doing this, different things like that. So I got into football, and I actually was able to fortunate enough to meet two people that I consider brothers now. And I remember my brother Mike. He called me up one night. This is after like the MTV Awards, and how you doing, Miss Jessie?
Miss Jessie. Yeah, Miss Jessie.
Um, but well, he hit me up. It was I think yeah, it was the MTV Awards. Tyler the Creator had just come out, and if anybody knows his kind of origin, it was very very dark. So it was a little hard for people to grasp at the time. Now, in retrospect, looking back on that and who Tyler the Creator is now, I think he's a phenomenal artist. But at the time, it was like, what the fuck? I
Extremely dark.
apologize.
Extremely dark.
Um, but he was definitely extremely dark. So he called me. He was like, "Yo, what's going on, bro? Did you watch the MTV Awards?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Bro, let me tell you, why did this dude Tyler the Creator just win Best Artist of the year?" And then there was like this long pause for like at least like 10 seconds, and he was like, "I think we could do it." And I was like, "You know what? I think we can too." So we started, just coming together every day, and working on our craft. It was definitely, not the best work because you're just starting off. Anything that you do starting off is not going to be your best, work. But yeah, that's how I got started, just doing music in general.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's
Cool.
dope.
MTV Music Awards. Huh?
What
Yeah,
do you
no, exactly.
What do you feel has been the highs and lows of being an artist so far? Like what's been one of your favorite moments? And then what has been one of your like, nah, not so great moments?
You know what's funny about that question is like it's the same thing. There is the answer that I give, is both. The greatest thing is performing, and being able to like just see people's reactions to your words and the time that you put into, your music. And then also at the same time, the side of it is performing, because it's like I don't everyone's different. Everyone processes anxiety, nerves, jitters, differently. For me, even if I've practiced 100 times, I always get this feeling. Even now, I have this feeling, where I'll shake, I'll get this ball in the pit of my stomach, and I just don't want to do it. But I know that I need to push through in order to grow, in order to do what it is if I want to do music, I have to get on that stage and perform. So every time, it's a it's a battle. So that's the best part and the worst part for me.
I have a question. Who would you say is your favorite artist that influenced you the most?
Um, there was a time that I would say that like a J. Cole, um, was my favorite artist, and not to say that he's a bad artist by any means. But I've kind of drifted into this alternative R&B type of music. So I don't want to say that I have a favorite artist. More so, I have like a favorite genre of music that I just like to listen to that inspires me. Um, so yeah, it would be like the type of music that it is you have artists like Sam Willis. He has a song called Train Gazing. Beautiful song. Um, there's another song by oh, what is her name? I can't think of her name right now, but she has a song called Free. But it's very
Tim's.
yeah. Oh well, not Tim's. I actually have my phone right here, but basically what it is just music that you would hear in like a cafe, a lounge, area where you just want to relax, kind of jazzy feel.
You
And
like
what would you
elevator music.
Yeah.
what would you say it was the hardest part of like what would be the hardest part of your journey in music in general? What has been the hardest part for you as an artist?
Competing with you.
I compete with him or him or him.
Oh,
Dang.
the way I was taking it was, competing with myself, getting over myself. I think that's been the
Mm.
biggest struggle.
Wow.
Because no one's ever held me back. I mean, there's never been anybody, in my life that I've run into musically that, I've just been like, maybe I should hang this up, so I think it's, kind of along the lines of what we've been talking about now, me getting out of my own head and out of my own way when it comes to subject matter, um, and being able to be unapologetically honest.
Mm,
So,
mm. Let's talk about collaborations. You've obviously worked with your brother,
yeah.
but are there any like dream collaborations? Like if you could work with anybody,
Mm. Oh
who,
man,
who would you work with?
do I get like can I pick five?
You
Two,
can pick
two,
five.
two.
No,
All right,
don't
just
listen
two.
to Vic. I give you
No, no,
five.
no, no. I go with Vic. I
Don't
go
listen.
with Vic.
You're gonna go with
That's a lot
Vic. All
smarter.
right.
I vote for 5 too.
I know.
I'll do three.
Three. What's the top three? All right, go in
Three's
the
my
middle.
number. We
Top
gotta go
three.
with three.
Top three. Go with
All
three.
right, here we go. All right, top three. Obviously, one would be with J. Cole. I'm not getting smoked. That's not happening. So like, this is obviously going to be like a song that would have to be that song. Another one who I love to collaborate with would be um Yeah, I would love to collaborate with what's her name? I got her name right here. Sorry, because these are songs that I listen to every day. So
I was about to be like Kyla Simone. Oh, okay.
no, I would love to collaborate with Snow Allegra.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Snow Allegra, and then my next person that I would love to collaborate with would be Lucky Day.
Okay.
I
Yes.
just feel like like his music is it's just I don't know. I fuck with it.
Smooth.
I
Yep, yep.
apologize. You're gonna have to
Fluffs.
You
$5.
like that word.
You listen to who?
Lucky Day.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, Lucky Day. He's definitely an artist that brings something different to the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When it comes to R&B, he may be his subject matter may be a little consistent, and that may or may not be a bad thing. But when it comes to just production, it's phenomenal. The way that he just weaves his songs, together. And when you listen to the project as a culmination,
Yeah.
it's
That
phenomenal.
would be tough.
Mm.
That would
I
be
want
tough.
one
I
of
would love to hear that.
I want one of our audience members to spell culmination. Let's see
Culmination.
how.
Oh Lord.
These are
Somebody about to
big
do it.
nights.
Not I.
You know,
I don't even know how to spell it. I know how to say it.
Culmination.
Close enough. Close enough.
Culmination.
So what's next for you? Like your first time we met your brother was putting out singles like every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Made me look at myself as an artist like, yo, what am I doing with my life? But what is next for you? Like, do you have that same ambition? Do you just put out music when you feel it? Like, how do you, when you decide you are ready to put out music, how does that process work for you? Look at everybody spelling. Look at y'all look smart self.
Culmination.
Look at y'all.
Culmination.
Look at
I
y'all.
think that's what it is.
They're like, Siri, how do you spell?
Yeah. Using autocorrect,
They all Googled. All of them Googled it.
Yeah.
But no, what's next for me is more live performances. I've realized that, how I generate a more of a buzz more than anything is, just getting out in front of people, talking to people. Because a lot of people can, my physical presentation can misrepresent me as a person at times. So being able to get out there in front of people, especially now that I've come into myself a lot more over the years, I definitely feel that that's the route that I should be going, as well as creating a body of work. I would like to create an EP with a single producer. I'm speaking that into fruition because it's nothing that's in the
Come
works
on,
at the moment.
speak that.
But working with a producer that I'm able to just like kind of sit down and really just create things. That's what my next mission is: create a body of work and do more live performances.
You got any
That's my mother.
visuals coming up?
Hello,
Videos?
Mom.
Hey, mama.
It's mom.
Oh wow. Okay. Hey, mom.
Who's that?
Hello.
Who's that in the picture with her?
That's her. That's her.
It looked like
That's
you,
her
man.
It does actually. That's what I was asking.
Are we dropping bombs? Are we dropping bombs?
Hey, no, I was
Is
looking.
there something you need to tell these guys?
No, nothing.
Nah, that's Daniel.
Oh no. Okay.
My mother's love interest.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
all
I
right.
have a great question though. According to your IG page, it
Audience
says you are audio engineer.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you're performing, if the audio engineer or the house engineer is horrible, what do you do? Do you freestyle it, like fix it? Do you freestyle or fix it? The audio's rough, or do you just like do like I've been to a salon show and she literally just cussed the production team
Oh,
out because the
snap.
audio was out.
Well
Yeah.
then.
So how do you handle that as an audio engineer? How do you
Yeah,
handle that?
Something like that. I mean, you know, with me knowing like what's going on, it is a little bit frustrating when you have someone who's working the soundboard and doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't have the same awareness, you know, that you have.
Yeah.
So what I do in those moments is, you know, you can't change everything. The only thing that you can change is, you know, how you know, handle the situation. So what I try to do is, you know, I performed enough times to know mic placement. If the mic quality for whatever reason is just all staticky, I'm going to just drop the mic and we're going to go ahead a cappella. I feel like I got a booming enough voice to, you know, get my point out. So, yeah.
Okay. So I saw the clip that was sent to us before you performed, and you had like a Bone Thugs image, man. And so I was going to say, have you ever thought about, you know, being an actor and playing Busy Bone in a documentary?
So as far as playing Busy Bone in a documentary, I have not thought about that. Although acting was definitely something I've always been interested in. When I was in high school, I actually joined the Thespian Society, and I did a few plays. So I have a little, you know, little bit
Yeah.
of know-how and a little bit of chops.
Oh,
you
it's
know.
cool. So quick, those in the audience, spell thespian.
Listen, Vic, I can't unsee this Busy Bone thing now. I can't unsee
it. Right. Yo, that's dope. I love it. Any more questions? She Flows, did you ask a question?
I was asking a question, but y'all just went right over my little head. That's fine.
We didn't hear you.
I want to know if you're gonna make some videos. You got a whole videography brother. I just want to know if y'all got some videos coming.
Yeah, so we do. We actually just released a video on August 2nd, which was my birthday. But it's called Glimpses of the Sun. It's on YouTube, actually. That's a song. My brother shot the video, and yeah, we shot it together, and it's a song that we actually did together as well.
I know you two are light skinned, but we can't use that word shot. We have to say filmed. Okay.
Okay. I like that better anyway. It sounds more sophisticated.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I must have missed it. I was listening to
that's funny.
I got you. I'm gonna have to check out TJ Top on the camera.
Yes, it's a very good video.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I'm all right. I'm pretty decent with it.
Is it on IG?
TJ, do you have wings?
On YouTube.
It's on IG as far as the.
You're drinking some Red Bull. Is that Red Bull?
But if it's, it actually should be in my link. LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, but link bio, whatever that thing's called. It's like a master link.
Gotcha.
But it should be in my bio. But if it's not, I will update
I'm about
that
to fix
tonight.
it right now. I'm gonna find it and then I'm gonna put it in the nothing else to do box. And there we go.
Nice.
Oh, well, I appreciate you.
That's what I do.
Thank you.
Vic, do you collect current records too, or just
No, I haven't bought a current record in about a decade.
Okay.
Everything online.
Streaming everything.
iTunes.
Ever since I got Tidal, I haven't bought anything.
Okay.
I'm saying not the light skin joke.
You know, okay.
Right.
Mama said not the light skin joke. She said TJ's being modest. He's fired with the camera. Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now.
Right.
She gotta boost me up, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now. Come on now. Do we have any other questions? Today before we get into these?
Does the audience have any questions?
I know that somebody asked the question, but I didn't go through the whole thing.
Caitlin Gerald.
Yeah.
I think she had wanted to actually know everybody's.
Yes, Caitlin wanted to know from all the artists who are on here their highest and lowest moments.
We ain't got time for that.
But that's because you don't got no answer, Vic.
That's basically what it is.
That's because Vic can't participate. But we're gonna keep it moving.
I'm still in the valley.
I love you too, Vic. Let's go. So last week, I do want to go to a question from last week because you weren't there, but I'm curious to know your answer. So I don't know why I had this in my head. Last week,
like
Sure. What? Why?
I don't know why it was in my hand. So last last week we talked about there was Capitol Records had decided they wanted to have a AI rapper, hip hop rapper on their label. And like they actually literally signed the AI character, and then with a whole bunch of backlash and people
There you
saying this
go.
is, yeah, they ended up dropping them. And we had a little conversation about that. So I am curious to know your thoughts. Like, how do you feel about artificial intelligence getting record deals?
Before you guys go ahead with that, I gotta
You
go.
gotta go.
I gotta get out of
Yes.
here. It was nice having this talk with you
Hi,
guys. Good
Brody.
luck, bro. Love you, man. And
Appreciate you,
you
bro.
guys
You
as
be
Ashton,
safe,
well.
man.
have a
I
great
Yeah, have a good
weekend.
one.
I'm not saying bye.
Forget you didn't, Vic.
All right. Hold on before you give your answer. Let's Sam Jones
Aw.
says,
What's going
very
on,
proud of
Sam?
you young men and the music and message you deliver within your music. Keep doing what you are doing.
I appreciate
Hey,
that. Thank you.
What's
Thank
up?
you. Definitely going to
awesome.
continue.
Awesome. All right. So now go ahead and let's get into this AI thing.
Yeah. So, as far as like my thoughts on I think that it's a good thing for all intents and purposes until we kind of just let it get out of hand, and I think that that's kind of what it was with Capitol Records signing that particular rapper, because when you really think about it, you know, um, we if you're a actual hip hop head, and you're actually someone, well, not a hip hop head, but if you're someone who enjoys someone with a message, um, you tend to think that the music that's mainstream or that's promoted on the radio is like kind of
Garbage.
garbage and things to kind of brainwash the youth into doing, because whether we like it or not, music is very influential. It can definitely uplift people. It can definitely get people in that mood ready to tear it up.
Yeah.
It can also get people to feel love. It's music is definitely influential, and we can't forget that. And so when it comes down to an AI that is, all intents and purposes, you know, engineered to have this uh, ghetto or
Stereotypical.
stereotypical rapper persona, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, what happens next? What if this does become a trend? Because anything that's pushed in your face enough, you're eventually people will start getting into and enjoying, or finding, oh, I actually like this song. No, you don't like it. You just heard it 1,000 times. You found something you liked about it.
Come on.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
so yeah, when it comes to that, I don't agree with it. I'm glad that they actually were being aware of the backlash and decided to part ways, because it's a slippery slope when you start getting into engineering, actual entity, to basically act a stereotypical way, you
Mm.
know,
Let's
Speaking of,
spell entity.
entity. Hey, I'm dropping bombs on you. All these
Come
words.
on.
They're just trying to be innovative.
speaking so I guess my thing about it is what happens with, okay, so we all know that women in music and the image portrayal of women is always kind of like, they're always pushing this agenda of looking a certain way. And so, and now they're starting to kind of break that down just a little bit, but still, ultimately, like it's about looking a certain way. So then what happens when they start portraying these women? Are they going to really be fair to what women look like? Or are they going to do this idealized AI thing? And how is that going to impact what women and girls feel like they need to look like?
I mean, they already do it with
Yeah.
real humans. So
Mm-hmm.
They do it in video games. I mean, look at what the women look like in video games.
yeah. I mean, when you think about Photoshop, majority of images that are online, are either of, women who Photoshop themselves. Not all, by no means, not all women, but it's filled with doctored photos, as well as people who, oh, I didn't eat yesterday, so I got a flat tummy, But as soon as you eat that burrito, like you're showing,
That's the gas buildup.
Gas
That's different.
That is
I
true.
don't know. It's a little bit more, something more than gas.
Mm-hmm.
So we have reached the second half of the show. So I give the guests a choice. They can stay and continue on with the show and get into these topics. Some of these topics be crazy. Some of these topics be straightforward. Or they can exit here at halftime. Hush.
His brother left. His brother left, and you will not leave me here alone.
So he can't
You will
leave.
not leave me here alone.
Big don't like to be left alone with the ladies.
The hierarchy.
Yeah.
So we would love for you to stay and get into these topics with us, and we would love to hear your opinions on the thing. So you are welcome to stay if that is what you choose. But if you're busy, you got things to do.
No, I'm saying stay for me, man. I know we just met, but stay here. And just I need more testosterone in here.
No, I appreciate you guys inviting me on, and I definitely, in my brother's absence, I'll
come on. There we go. Yay! So before we get into the topics, I would also like to let everybody know. Get on your phones, go to iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, and you need to check out Glimpses of the Sun, which is his latest single with his brother, the author James. Y'all already know the author James. He also has Urgency, which I really like that song. Like if you're going for like a night drive, and I know that that's what's on the picture, but it really is pretty cool to listen to when you just
when
drive.
When you're in your zone, when you're in your mood,
That was a slow shutter speed, actually.
And then for me, the first time I heard him is on Wasting No Time, which is the Arthur James single featuring his brother. And no offense, I love TJ, but I like his brother's verse better on this song.
Wait. Did you call him Little TJ? Did you call him Little TJ?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that at all. No, fix your ears. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I would no.
I mean, that's the actual rapper though.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. But so that's another song that I listen to when I just want to zone out and I just want to be in a mood. I put that song on and I just let that repeat. So that's one of my favorites as well. So if you are, he's still on here acting up. I thought he was gone. Never. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I didn't know you still on here. Trinity said that's her jam. Trinity is a Selah fan. She is a big time fan. She plays music all the time.
I don't even want to say fans. Fans. Is just
right.
I like to say supporters. People who support my music, support who I am as a person. I appreciate that. Continue to support me. And just know that you definitely don't go unrecognized. I really appreciate you.
Yes. Your brother.
Yeah, you're right, TJ.
You said that you come out when you leave.
You got a whole lot to say now that you're home. Where you at, bro?
But it's for real. That's like our favorite verse. When we're listening to it, as soon as Selah's verse starts, me and Trinity just start singing it. That's like our favorite verse. But still, love your music, love your vibe. We were talking about your music in the Nothing Else to Do chat, and Kyla was talking about how she loves like the timbre of your voice, like that. You should sing. I know you said you rap, but I feel like we should get some more singing. I would love to have you sing on something like.
Well, I appreciate
your voice.
That.
Love it.
Thank you.
So
You know, especially coming from a phenomenal singer like yourself. Thank you.
Hey, we don't brown nose.
thank you.
Oh no brown nosing at all. No brown nosing at all. You know,
Thank you.
Dang, bro, you
gotta keep
already
that to
in
a
there,
minimum.
tag, man. You have to.
So if you haven't checked out his music, make sure you check out his music today. Download, stream. Y'all know that music ain't expensive, so y'all can go ahead on and download it because I got it.
Is
Yeah.
there radio friendly versions of your music?
No, you grown.
No,
You can listen to it. Don't act
there
like you ain't
aren't,
heard no bad words before.
but at the same time, I don't curse a whole lot in my music,
hold up.
anyways. So,
He said he don't
so,
curse a whole lot.
so like you probably hear like one or two curse words, you know,
Words of
but
expression.
exactly, you know,
Yes.
because I feel
Okay.
like, you know, at the end of the day, curse words in music, majority of the time, if you're not trying to evoke a certain thing, they're just filler words. You can find something else to plug it in with.
Come on now. Come on. Can we do that?
That's a
I
very
felt
good
like doing
excuse.
that. I felt like that needed that.
We need like a sound effect, like bomb drop, because it's between the words and the thoughts. Like we need We need something. We need something.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that for future shows. I'm gonna work on that.
I can be part of pushing that button, but I might push it sometimes when Vic is talking, like just randomly.
All I gotta do is come closer to the mic.
Come closer to the mic. You go overpower everybody.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into these topics. So let me see. What I'm gonna start with.
Hey.
Let's start with this nasty topic right here. So
We have a nasty
what?
topic.
It is. It's gross. Hold on, my little.
Not the right nasty.
Right.
Yeah.
Vic.
I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up.
Focus. So I'm trying to get it to open. It wanna act up because I got all these other
The Oscar
my
Mayer
links.
joint.
Yes, my links aren't working. Hold on.
The hot dog stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, well, you should already know it's a hot dog.
So
Nope.
but
Stop
that
eating
ain't
them
what
hot
it is.
dogs.
Let her
Oscar
finish.
Mayer does not care.
Hold on. It's not just a hot dog. See, what had happened was they decided that they wanted to have a popsicle, an ice pop.
Bruh.
No way.
Yes, a hot dog flavored popsicle, complete with the little mustard line going down
Is it
the
real
middle.
mustard?
So let me. Oscar Mayer introduced this item. It's called cold dog. That's what they call it, cold dog. It's a frozen popsicle. It is a hot dog ice pop. The first of its kind, of course.
Yeah.
So it says it's a premium frozen dessert.
Premium.
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to have like a smoky flavor. Topped with their squiggle of mustard. That is, I don't know if it's real mustard or not, but it says it's topped with a squiggle of mustard. It's $2 a pop at their pop bar locations.
I'm getting my money.
Yeah.
So it's like eating a cold pork chop. So this is like a pork frank, a pork or beef frank. I mean, they didn't even say. So
probably tastes like hot dog water.
You know what?
Because how else you gonna get that flavor? They boiled some hot dogs and they froze it.
Who drinks hot dog water? I've never had
They
it.
gonna do it. It's not actually. This can't be actually a hot dog.
I agree.
So I'm assuming they boiling some. They taking the hot dog water and freezing it.
I'm not even gonna lie. You know, as I sat here and had my mouth, you know, just wide open, you know, like I just like memories just started flashing back, and I was definitely that kid who would go into the refrigerator, take a cold hot dog, and just start eating it.
Yeah.
So like I'm like,
you slice it in half.
Probably isn't that bad. You know, if you eat a cold hot dog, it probably isn't that bad.
Is it all salty? Like it's all savory, or is it a sweet savory experience?
No, it's supposed to have a smoky flavor. So I'm assuming it's savory. It's smoky with a sprinkle of mustard.
Flavored, right? It's not the actual hot dog, right?
No, it's like flavored popsicle, flavored hot dog.
Yeah. Think about what you think about, like, you know, when they say orange flavor, and you know it don't taste like an orange. It tastes like orange coloring, you know. So
I never tasted orange coloring before.
Yeah, so I mean, so you never had a orange flavored popsicle?
Or
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
We should have like a.
Have I had a fruit pop?
An
Yes, a
episode where
fruit
we
pop.
try
fruit pop.
bizarre stuff like that.
Okay.
I just can't say popsicle, but as a fruit pop or as an iced fruit dessert, popsicle. Yes, I've had orange.
An iced fruit dessert.
As a vegan, I cannot partake of that, but you all can, and tell me how it was.
You partake of orange?
Not an orange. I'm talking about
the hot dog
popsicle.
Oh,
yeah. I just don't see that being a thing. Like
I see people liking that. I really do.
There's always going to be someone who's going to like stuff like that. Yeah.
I think there's some folks that might get into that.
Or they may at least try it for experimental purposes, you know.
I mean, they're not going to put any pork in there, so I'm sure you can sample. I'm sure it's vegan. It's ice.
You sure it's vegan? When has Oscar Mayer done anything vegan?
No. There is real meat juice in that thing. I'm convinced.
I'm telling you.
They freeze the hot dog water.
Meat juice.
Yes. There is juicy meat.
That is frozen hot dog water.
They don't even make the hot dog if it's just meat juice.
Yeah, exactly. Meat juice. Don't even call it a hot dog pot. Meat juice.
Right before the meat goes bad, they just pour the gel into and freeze it.
I'm done.
Pour it into the blender.
This conversation.
Yeah. Hey.
Ew.
And it probably comes from the suburbs, and then they bring that into the inner city.
Yeah,
because what they do with the old, and they sell it. Yeah,
exactly. That's what they do with everything.
Yes.
I can't. My stomach hurts just thinking about that. I cannot.
For those of you with children in school, I'm sure it's going to be in the cafeteria.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's
number one. My kids will be so upset. Like, Mom, I don't.
Hey, you want a hot dog? You want a cold or a hot one? See, now we got options, especially this summer.
Oh no, I cannot. I can't.
All right, next topic, because I can keep going on.
Next topic. So I don't know why my links aren't working on here. I'm not gonna do this. Next time I'm gonna put them all separate because my links are. Yeah, the links that I posted for everybody. It's acting real funky for me. But hold on.
It works for me, so I can help you out if you need help.
Oh, look at you.
Helpful.
Now look at us. I'm joking. Okay. Let's go out of space.
Outer space.
The article she sent that apparently you didn't read over because
stop that. I got it now because you looked it up. I got it. All right. So Star Trek actress, because he acted up already. The Star Trek actress, Nichelle Nichols. Her ashes are being sent to space. And if you don't know who she is, that is the first Black actress in
Princess Leia.
Star Trek. No,
right.
Star Trek.
Only thing Black about her is the outfit her father wears.
I apologize. Not to discredit that, successful Black woman.
Yes. Hold on. Everybody's still on meat juice.
Stop talking about meat juice.
Focus, everyone.
Let it loose.
Yeah. So.
You know what? You gonna give me acting up? Let's just move on.
No, let's stop right now. There's a whole
Rashawn already
We gonna go
no final frontier. Let's go.
Stay here, guys. Stay here.
All right. Back to space.
Back to space. Her ashes are being sent to space, which I think that's pretty cool. I think that's dope.
Where's the
I think
plaque?
it's a waste of money.
Everybody's not going to outer space, so we can't really. They just throwing them out there with the rest of the solar garbage they throw out there. So where's her plaque going to be? We can't even immortalize her. You throw her out in space.
You ain't never gonna see her again. There's no resting place.
The ashes are
All the little
floating
pieces
forever.
just
Yeah,
She gonna rain down.
No.
it's only a piece of it. It's not
It's about
all
to
of
float.
them.
It's
So
about to float into the
they
beginning
probably
of
like
time.
cut a foot off
That's
and
what's
then
about to happen.
burned it and
I
put it
think
in
it's
the
really
down.
cool. I personally think it's really cool.
Death ashes all in my head.
So
Yeah.
the memorial flight will be aboard a Vulcan Centaur rocket.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Okay,
Vulcan.
y'all know what that is. Get out of here.
No, the Klingons.
Ooh,
The
Oh,
Klingons.
Vulcan. Oh, okay.
The Vulcan.
Yeah.
The Vulcan.
That was the name of the
Stop it
ship.
now.
That was the name of the ship on
Stop it
Star
now.
Trek.
That was the show Star Trek. Is she going out on one of them?
Nanu.
The Vulcan. No.
I mean, well, that's a race.
That's Mark and Mindy.
Yeah,
You're
that's
throwing
more
your-
Yes, that is.
Nanu.
No.
This way is
No.
is Spock.
Yeah, that's Spock. That's
can't
Star
even do
Trek.
it.
But she's doing Robin Williams and Mark and Mindy.
I'm about to say, I know. Don't mess with me. I know.
We know you know.
Vulcan.
That's our era. We know.
Don't stop doing that,
Can't
All
relate.
We're not the same age.
Oh, I know. I'm much
I'm not
younger.
Don't you?
Uh-oh.
She said, I didn't need the much. You could have kept the much.
Okay,
Anyway.
way younger.
So,
Way.
no, you're not. But anywho, so I think that's pretty dope. It sounds fitting considering what she contributed to Star Trek, and I think that's dope. I don't know.
Wouldn't a star be more
I
appropriate?
bet you it's expensive. As
I mean,
all get out
Not
though.
an astronaut.
I doubt it though. Not for her, because like when you think about it, unless she specifically put that into her will. Hello, how you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
You know, unless you specifically put that into your will, you know, and then of course, yeah, she paid for that. If she didn't, and you know, they just was like, oh yeah, we're gonna send her into
Somebody
outer
paid
space.
for that.
Yeah,
Just-
maybe Star Trek.
Somebody paid for it.
Real
I
stuff.
don't think her family, but somebody paid for that.
Elon Musk could have did it.
So it'll be more than 20,000, I would think, because if you get your family made into jewels, this is like $10,000 to $20,000. They have them made into jewelry.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I would do that. Like make me into
20,000.
a diamond.
I ain't doing that. Listen here. You found that.
Yo, that's ignorant.
It's this way.
That is not what he did.
You gotta put the thumb.
No.
You gotta. This is Spock.
Because it's on the internet, you think it's real?
What is it? What is it?
We're basically just live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. But
With the thumb attached, though.
yes.
Oh, look what she just did.
We said that. That's Star Trek. That's not Mork and Mindy. That's not Mork and Mindy. Nanu is somebody
check.
totally different. Okay. She'll live in her ignorance, you all. Let's move on.
Thank you, Tiffany. You are so sweet. Thank you.
We're not talking about that right now, Tiffany.
You're such a hater.
You're a hater. Just 'cause you can know
Such
that.
a hater.
Okay.
Live long and prosper is the resurrection. She got a new body anyway. If she would say, "Come on now, come on."
All her features.
All right. Let's go. Next topic because we're running out of time. I see the clock. The clock is ticking down.
Tick.
Let's talk about this dude. Aries Spears. Do y'all remember this guy?
Of course.
Okay, so Aries Spears, long time comedian dude back in the day. He ain't got no job now, but you know, back in the day.
We already know how you feel.
So I'm a little upset. So he got in his feelings, you know. He started talking some mess about Lizzo and talking about how she had a pretty face and all that kind of stuff, but needed to do something about her body. Meanwhile, I'm looking at him like, but sir, though, but sir.
These are conversations he can have. Let's just put it that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a problem. I have a problem.
You know, women are always on the chopping block. Always.
I feel like poo. Come on, Sean. Go ahead, because you're saying what I'm thinking. Go ahead, Rashawn.
No, I'm not gonna go too far in on the man because he is a child of God. But at the end of the day,
yes,
there's just certain things you need to keep to yourself because you could very easily be put under the chopping block just as easily. So
This
while
was
you got
locker
all this
room.
to say about Lizzo, just know.
Cancel. Yeah.
Well,
Cancel
matter of
culture
fact,
right there.
he does know because everybody under
And
the sun has come for him. So
I'm sure.
you
This
know,
was, this was,
all
this
the
was
life
locker
you
room
know.
talk. This was locker room talk, and somebody just blasted him. That's all.
Still,
it wasn't
Yeah.
locker room talk. He did that in public. He said that publicly. That wasn't locker room
Somebody
talk.
was ear hustling and overheard him talk, and so that's how they posted it. He just making a
either
random
way,
statement.
either way.
You know how many
Why?
statements I make every day, but nobody hears. Leave the man
I
alone.
saw the video of him saying it out of his mouth.
Yeah. He
That
did. He
was
did.
locker room talk.
It was a video.
Yeah,
That
That
was
was
a
a, that
video.
was, that was a hater, but other
That,
than that, yeah.
I
Why are
mean,
you trying to stick up for this man?
right.
Dead wrong. What do you mean?
Because
for me,
I've heard
yeah.
everybody here say stuff, but because of your status, it's not being blown up. So people make comments. Just let them go. I'm ready for the next topic because I have better commentary.
My goodness.
I can't with you, man. I can't with you right now.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, ouch. Listen, that was a whole interview.
So the way,
It wasn't locker room talk. It was a whole interview.
so
I didn't read the article.
may I say something about it?
Of course,
So
absolutely.
I don't agree that what he said as being valid. I don't think that she's too big. I think that she's beautiful the way that she is, and that when it comes to body types, we shouldn't try to shame people for that. But in the same way, I don't think that we should shame people for speaking the truth. That may be the way that he feels. About like how he feels about Lizzo. Like she has a cute face, but I think his comments were, like I guess like with her showing so much skin or something like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, I mean, well, yeah, you may not like it, and stuff like that, but
So he was
it's
shaming.
it's a double-edged sword. Like when it comes down to it, because like obviously people want to hear what you have to say.
So he
But
was
then
asked about his opinion about her?
He was asked his opinion about her. I don't know if it was specifically about her weight.
See, that's the problem I have.
Yeah.
It wasn't warranted.
Just keep it. Now, if he was asked about it, by all means. But even still, like the fact that he said something
There's a
about
way
it.
to say it though. Like,
yeah, exactly.
like if that's not your type, right? If that's not your type, if that's not what you're attracted to, then okay. But you
allow
don't
that
have
to
to
be
like,
known. Like, well,
yeah,
for me,
just like she got a pretty face, but she's not my type, and leave it at that. You don't got. I don't think she should be, and I don't think that, bruh. I think that's going extra.
But with you speaking about that, right? This is how media is. This is how our society is ran. It's ran and fueled by drama. It's fueled by just people having an opinion. And so for me, it's like if we continue to have such an uproar about someone saying like, oh, you said that about such and such, such and such. I can't believe it. I will not ever listen to you again. If we continue to do that, then we're just doomed to, repeat the same cycle. Whereas like if like, all right, well that's your opinion, like forget it. I'm not gonna judge you based off your opinion because at the end of the day, we all have opinions that other people or maybe even more majority of people may not like. But at the end of the day, it's you're human. That's a part of being human is, you're going to have things you like and you don't like. All boils down to what Miss She Flows was saying, which was if it's some things you should keep to yourself when it comes to the public eye, but I think certain truths are necessary, to speak.
I'm not mad at the
backlash.
If you ask me my opinion about a particular topic, then you got to deal with my opinion because you asked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's popular or not, you ask me my opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not gonna try to make it cute for society, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm not asked, like Leah had posted, he was asked about her music, and then he decides to grab some topic out of the air that wasn't even addressed and then decide to put his 2 cents in about it, that's where I draw the line. Like,
Agreed.
if they say, well, what do you think about Lizzo's weight journey? Okay, well, you're gonna have
Now
to
that
deal
we're
with
on
his
it,
answer.
yeah,
You asked, and he told, and whether he looks like a burnt pot, don't, that ain't the bottom line. At the end of the day, you asked him, and
That was
that's
yeah.
sweet.
what you
And,
got.
and this
But
was
if you
no.
ask, hey, what's about this music? I would like to know what you think about her music, and now you're talking about something else.
Yeah.
The door has not been opened for your opinion in that area, and now you just look like a fool because now you looking like how you look, and then you have
Mm,
to all this to say, and it just opens up Pandora's box, and now everybody's
Yep.
talking about each other.
yeah.
It's a hot mess.
So what I will say though, in by no means is this me trying to say that I agree with him, because I don't. I agree with you. You know, certain things. You know, like you should stay on topic, but as with everything, when you're a public artist, you know, anything that you do in the public's eye is open to scrutiny. You know, and so like
Right.
if you do indulge, if your music is associated with your body, which Lizzo does do with her music, it's heavily associated with her body. You know, then you kind of do leave that door, you know, a kind of gray area. Like, what am I talking about here? You asked me about her music, okay? Which song? You know, because if you're asking me about her most popular song, you know, it's her about, you know, her loving herself and her body and stuff like that, as you should. You know, but
And
again,
male
it's
bashing.
still, say that again.
And male bashing. But go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's just like the only reason why I'm speaking about this isn't like, again, to say that I agree with him at all.
Lord.
It's more so for me to say that we as a society have to be a little bit more resilient when it comes to words and what people say,
Mhm.
because that's all it is. It's just words and a person's opinion. It doesn't take money out of your pocket. It doesn't put food in your stomach. You know, it doesn't do anything for you other than, you know, give you something to think about. You know, and if it's already something that you don't agree, it's out.
Hmm.
That's the only thing that I was speaking on.
Good job.
But
Thank
I
you.
like
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
that is a wonderful way to end this episode because we are already past our hour.
Oh
And
man,
that was good.
I enjoyed this. This was
Yeah.
fun.
Yes. Look,
We enjoyed you, sir.
I want
Oh,
you to come
appreciate
on again anytime
you.
you are like not busy and you want to come in and hang out and talk. Feel
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
I enjoyed having you. Thank you so much for being a part. Audience members, can we clap it up for our special guest, Selah,
I appreciate you
please?
guys.
I
Thank
want
you.
you to do the
And I
clap
appreciate
hands for
y'all.
me.
Clap hands for you,
Snaps for the
Thank
for
poet.
y'all show.
Yes, I am. Who said I'm going to introduce you to my grandma, sir?
oh,
Oh man.
Wow.
oh,
Well
Thank
then.
you, Caitlin. Caitlin with the clap hands. Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Caitlin.
Thank you, thank
Hmm.
you, thank you. My first one, but I'll be back. Thank y'all. Thank you.
yay!
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
Come
on.
on,
Yeah.
come on.
We love
And
returners.
come back, and bring friends.
Returned audiences,
Yes,
Yes.
tell,
audience
tell your
members.
people because we love when the audience gets in the conversation and they participate. We love it.
Hmm.
Next week we do not have a special guest, but we will have one the following week. I'll introduce that guest next week. Before we end the show, I do have some sad news.
Uh-oh.
Snort.
Uh-oh.
So, one of our NETD crew members will no longer continue with us in this season. I had a conversation with TJ, the Arthur, aka Make Me the Arthur, aka the Arthur James, and he has decided not to continue with us for season 3.
Mm.
Um, I am sad. I
What
am
did what,
sad.
what did his contract
Yeah.
say? Because
What is that?
he's
Ain't
already
none of us
started.
signed
His
no
contract
contract.
says he's grown.
Exactly, because
He can do what he
y'all
wants to
already
do.
know I never no one's obligated to be on the show. It's strictly by choice. So he's decided that, he's had his fun and he's ready to move on and do other things, and I respect that. Um going to miss him. He has been quite the character on this show. He has brought many good, many laughs, many controversial topics, comments, and things of that nature. So he has been to me a difference. We needed that. I felt like we needed that in the show, and he definitely brought that different light, and I loved it. So you will be missed. I know he's not on now, but maybe he'll watch it later. You will be missed. We enjoyed having you be a part of the crew, and anytime you just want to sit in or you want to just come hang out with us, you are always welcome. In my eyes, you are still a crew member. So if things ever change, you decide to come back.
Jumped out, homie.
That's right. No, you are always welcome to come back. Everybody who is watching, if y'all can just no, he probably won't like that, so I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say tag him and say, he would give him some nice little news, but I don't want to get in trouble because he told me not to make a big to do about it, so I'm gonna be obedient in that. When he said, now we gotta love him from a distance. No, y'all can follow him. Y'all can follow him on his social media pages. He had it at Make Me the Arthur. Y'all know he is an awesome artist in his own right, and he's doing great music. So follow him, support him, continue to support him and love on him, as we also, the crew, will continue to do that as well. And yes, and Mom said she's tagging him. She said, I'm tagging him. But anyway, it has been a great episode. Thank you again for being on the show. I enjoyed you. Definitely want to have you back. Make sure you guys check out his music. Please download his music. Go on YouTube. Watch his music video for Glimpses of the Sun. Is my kids' favorite song. They've been playing that song a lot. I just want to say my kids play it a lot. We did have new music, but PJ is not here, so we're not doing PJ's new music because he got to be present for us to do that. So let me do my spiel. Make sure y'all tune in I always say every Friday, but y'all know how we get sometimes. Tune in on Fridays, because sometimes we don't. Fridays at 7 p.m. where we are here. We have a lot of great guests this season, y'all. We got a lot of awesome people coming. I would name some, but I want to keep it a surprise, So I ain't gonna name some. I don't like to name drop anyway. Make sure you follow the crew on their social media pages, because we are all creatives. We are all out here doing things, trying to make a name for ourselves and live our dreams and our passions. So you can follow us and see what we do outside of the show. Make sure you also follow Selah. Follow his Instagram, his Facebook, love him up, stream his music, all that good stuff. Make sure you follow and like our Nothing Else to Do Facebook and IG page. Like it, follow it. We post videos, we post what's coming up next, the guests that are coming up on the show. So make sure you do that. Also, subscribe to our new YouTube channel, which Trinity was watching from. She was watching from YouTube. So that's where you can go back and watch the replay if you want to, check out the videos that you've missed. There's also a playlist of all our other seasons before that if you want to go back and watch those. Turn on your live notifications, because y'all be getting busy sometimes and y'all forget, and then y'all need that little thing to go bing, the show is on, so y'all can come on in and join the show. I feel like that was a lot to say. Thank you so much for being our special guest again. Can we just clap it up again for our special guest? Because that was dope.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Got the Lion King going on up there. Okay.
We say goodbye to our NETD crew member, TJ. We will miss you. Goodbye. But I'm still going to be using all the pictures I took with his face in it. So, we'll make sure y'all. So, we will see y'all next week. We will be back with new topics and new things to discuss. And y'all already know my spiel. I'm gonna see you all next week. Why?
Y'all ain't got
Because you ain't got nothing else to do.
Vic,
I
you
like
fired. I'm
that.
What
sorry.
was that?